Alright, you guys, this is episode 7. And now, let's start where Steven is still on Homeworld, getting help from Spinel again. Thank you for. No, I mean, sorry. Thank you so much for giving me the idea. No. Thank you for giving me these resources again. And. Or no. No, he said to Spinel, thank you for giving me those results. And Spinel would say, you're welcome. Now go over there. Now go out there and stop those other diamonds. And then Steven would leave, and he would. And then he ran out of the palace, and then Blizzardcon looked at him, tried to speak, but he then left, and then Blizzardcon was like, okay, never mind. Back to work. And then somehow Steven then landed in another planet. And then when Steven got there, he was like, wow, cool. Or he's like, I gotta do the voice. Whoa, cool. Or he's like, whoa. And then the guards will show up. And one of the guards will be like, how are you? No, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I gotta get back. The guards showed up, and they'd be like, stop! In the name of Diamond. And then Steven said, oh, so this is the planet. He then whispered to himself, and he's like, hi, don't mean to I'm not here to harm you. I'm here to talk to Diamond. And the court soldiers were like, yeah, right. You're gonna go and try to destroy her. And try to kill her. No. Even better. The court soldier would say, yeah, right. You're gonna go and kill her. Or no. The court soldier would be like, yeah, right. You're gonna go and try to kill her. And Steven said, kill her? Steven said, kill her? And then one of the soldiers be like, there's no time to explain. We must take you there. And talk to Diamond anyway, and see what fate she'll decide for you. Then they took him there, they dragged him there. Steven was a nice guy, and he wouldn't attack them because he knew that the guards would be nice. I mean, no, because he was thinking that the guards would be nice. But actually, no, he wouldn't attack them because that's actually his way of getting to talk to another diamond. And when they got here, they landed, and when the guards left, Steven then see how beautiful Diamond looks with her Queen Elizabeth I clothes. Not really Elizabeth's clothes, but she formed into the clothing of what looks like Queen Elizabeth. And Steven said, and then Diamond said, come closer, after she sat down on her throne. Why are you here? After Steven had come in. And I decided not to give her a British accent because it would kind of, it would kind of be goofy. No offense, British, but it is what it is. But Steven was like, alright, now I know that what I said is what you have seen, but I'm here to talk to you. And then Diamond said, no, I will not talk to you. Since that you are a diamond, I will immediately kick you out of the planet, or else I'll do something to you. And then Steven said, "No, I'm not gonna be here to kill you." And then Diamond said, "Yes, you are. I've been through a lot of that with my enemies during the past." No, she would be like, I would, no, you are going to. I've been through a lot I've been through a lot with my enemies during the past hundreds of years. Or during the past thousands of years. And now the first time I'm gonna have a part human plot against me. And then Steven's, no, it's not what you think. And then he knelt down to her at her dress, and then he's like, "Please, wait, I beg you for mercy." Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Spoken like a true, no. Uh-huh. Spoken like a true beggar. Get up. And then she put her fingers up to his chin, telling him to get up, look at her face, be like. And then she turns her clothes into her jumpsuit. It was a test, Steven. I was trying to test you. I'm so glad we get to meet for the first time. Oh, really? Oh, really? Said Steven. Yes. Come. I got to show you around. And Steven went, wow, beautiful place. Beautiful monuments as well. And Diamond be like, yes, I did this all by myself. Without a government that you guys have on your world. Alright, it's slightly like a British accent, but I'm making it like a... How can I make this a British American accent? Oh well. Now, as they continue walking, Diamond then tells Steven that, come here. We're gonna go to my meeting room, and I will tell you why that I act like, no. She would say, come to my room. Come with me to my meeting room. And I will tell you a story of why I am so worried with my enemies. Or why am I so worried about my future enemies? And Steven agrees. Then they went in, and then they sat down. And Steven say, Diamond, before you tell me about this, can you tell me you seem like a nice diamond to me. You seem like you're not an enemy to my humans. Or no, you seem like you're not a threat to the people on Earth. And that's what Steven would say. And then Diamond would say, well, let me tell you a story. After I was born, I used to be entirely good. Until... no. Sorry, let me start over. She would say, a long time ago, after I was born, on this planet, I used to be entirely happy. I began to be curious in things. And I'd never learned about these emotions that I have. I began to meet with creatures. Or I began to hang out with creatures. And whenever things are sad, I would wish to make them happy. And I did. With my mind. My power is to give people every single emotion. Unlike your friend, Blue Diamond. After that, I found some homeworld gems coming in and injecting the place, and injecting my planet. I tried to stop them. I then began to kill them, and the newborn gems. And then I began to kill them because I was thinking they were threats to the animals. I wanted to learn. I was born to protect them, and I was born to have dignity. To stop the fear and threats, which I did. I learned something that I was trying to see what weapon I can get, but then I felt my fingers in my gem, and I pulled a sword out, and I started attacking the gems and killing them. I had to sacrifice myself to kill the newborn gems. But then, after I felt what have I done, I realized that with making new gems, I can create a new colony with the injectors. So, with the injectors I left, I started to break them. And then gems having my DNA from all my daughters. And we began to make colonies and buildings, however, most creatures do not live there anymore, since everything was taken a lot of room and getting killed by more threats, which I had to stop. However, after I defeated more enemies for years and years, then somehow more threats came. And I had no choice but to invent executions to put them to death. I would either most commonly cut them in half by myself or gems, or the daughters of mine, or I would obliterate them myself with a machine that I have created. Or no, actually, the gems have the powers of what they created, and then they began to obliterate the gems with the obliteration machine. Some of the gems actually do obliterate them. We have a sword, but what we mostly do, for a merciful way, is that we have some gems that actually have these type of swords from other dimensions that somehow a portal broke, somehow a portal opened and left a sword, and I began to pick it up. But when a threat was showing, I began to cut them in half, and they were immediately gone, and they didn't suffer them turning it I'm sorry, I'm trying to finish what about her backstory. How would you say it? It's when, normally if you, with a regular object, is what she's talking about, like, Pink Diamond had cracked, is what Garnet thought of, and it just shattered into pieces, is what I meant, scattered into pieces. Back to this, she was saying, it is quite better than slicing them in half with a regular weapon and suffering themselves to turn into shards. Or cracking themselves into pieces, whatever she would say. And I still do executions to this day. And Steven be like, actually, now that I think about this is wrong. Like, unlike me, I actually show respect to the lives, even gems like you. Our governments are made to also protect the criminals. And then Diamond refused about that. She said, no, they're not. They are traitors. And Steven be like, okay, geez, I'm just trying to tell you that. And then while he was trying to talk, Diamond be like, oh, I don't want to hear any more about this. You may leave. I never wish to see your face for a while. And then Steven would be like, it's good to see you. And then Diamond said, just get out before I call in the guards again. And then Steven had left but then was fine about it. That she is not actually that bad of a diamond, but an anti-diamond. Actually, maybe that's what Steven would say to her about, that doesn't make you a villain, or entirely a hero. That makes you an anti-diamond. And yeah, but after he was leaving her palace, he then went to the portal. He then decided to go to a portal. Go to the warpad. And when he walked to there, he would be like, the next diamond I'm gonna meet is Orange Diamond. And I'm gonna have to go back to Earth because Orange is on Greenland. He then left Diamond's planet to go back to Earth. But then, that's when the episode ends. So now I'm in the middle of one of the first. I'm past halfway of the first 13 episodes. Gotta make 6 more for Thursday, and then I will make 13 more tomorrow on Friday, and then I will upload all of them on Saturday. Of course, because I said that in that announcements video. Alright then, see ya.